welcome to the first episode of Studio Talk. My name is Eli, and to the left of me I have,
Erika, Anna.
and these two are the founders of poetry. And I just want to ask them a few questions because we do have an event coming up called Sunsets. But before we get into that, I kind of wanted to ask y'all what is poetry to y'all, and then what kind of inspired or motivated you to start it up.
Um, I'll say that poetry is like, or what we want it to be is like a space and like for community and culture. Just because we're both like into that kind of niche of like fashion, music, cafe culture, and all that type of stuff. Um, you know, I mean, personally, I saw a lot of like people starting pop-ups at in their homes and their apartments, and I kind of want to do our own take on it. So I reached out to Anna because I know she's had a business or she has a business, and I feel like she's a good partner for this because we're kind of both into similar niches and everything. So yeah. Yeah, Erica like reached out to me about um yeah, taking our own spin on this whole thing, and we really wanted to like bring like our friends and like our very like close ones to us and just have a great time with one another. um but yeah, while making like fun drinks, having a good time with music. And yeah, I'd say like a big motivator and inspiration, other than like seeing all the culture on like online and stuff. um Basically, yeah, my friends and family who are always there to support us with any other like creative
Mm.
outing that we're doing.
Yeah, and I definitely see it for the past few pop-ups that y'all did just like on your own. It garnered, I mean, each one it felt like it got bigger and bigger in the fact that I guess more friends became more available, and then actually coming out and then seeing the I guess the vibe and not only aesthetic but like I guess the feeling that y'all brought with this like combination of like you said these niches or culture that you have been living and into in terms of like what music you play or and even opening that up to letting people bring their music in to also have in the background and enjoy and also put other people on. So in my eyes the drinks by itself are kind of the starting point to conversation, and then everything just kind of bounces off of that where you're doing these pop-ups and they're kind of I guess a catalyst of starting up or building that community. So yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts as I move on?
Yeah, I feel like we all kind of share the love for music, and we also kind of have a similar taste in music, but I also appreciate like with the whole people bringing their own vinyls. There's like music I didn't even know about, and I feel like having having the physical media kind of just I don't know, makes you appreciate music more. And it was kind of fun. Everyone was playing music. But yeah, I feel like we haven't, or I personally haven't really seen much of like cafe pop up culture in San Diego. And obviously, matcha culture I feel like is getting a lot bigger in San Diego, but I feel like we're
Like branch
yeah,
out,
branch
branch out to
out.
other different things. I think that says a lot in our name itself. Um, Poetry. Eli is the one that actually like made that name for us. And I think it's like a brilliant idea because it doesn't just make us exclusive to matcha. but
Yeah.
other things that we can explore. Like our new drink we have here. That's gonna be featured in
Yeah.
our
Upcoming, in the
upcoming
upcoming
event. Yes.
sunsets. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, these pop-ups, because there's only so much you can get from, pulling up to a cafe down at North Park and then getting your drink and not really talking to the barista unless maybe you know them, um, or on the off chance you have time to talk to them. These pop-ups kind of break up that, like a set of time for like friends, family, or even mutuals to stop by, see how it's actually made right in front of you, while also kind of having the chance to mingle with people who are similar to you, or maybe even not so similar, but also having some sort of similarity in there to start it off too. And that mixing it with music all the time. I mean, you're a graphic designer. The physical media um, correlates with the music, even with vinyls. And I mean, vinyls itself is the poetry behind, right? The whole thing. So I mean, yeah, I when I came up with the name, I just thought of those are also two big things. I felt like, at least, that resonated with me between you two, and um, the idea of poetry, I feel like, could go way farther than having these creative niches and drinks and music. Um, but yeah, cool. Yeah.
I'll say, like, to go back to the point of like different people coming together. Like, I had friends, or I had people come from like Fullerton or like far away, like my friend Lauren. So like having introducing like my different circles to my other circles is also interesting. Just because like I feel like, if I'm friends with this person, I feel like then this person will get along with them. I mean, not always, but like it was kind of fun to see everyone kind of talking to each other, even though they didn't know each other. Um, and there were like even people we didn't really know that well, but they like found out. Just I feel like the last event that we had was like the most successful we've had. Like
In what sense?
like I don't know, I just feel like it's rewarding to like see my friends' reactions and then like just like coming together and enjoying the moment. Like music, like vinyl stuff and like everything is very like you have to be in the moment. Like you can't just rush making a matcha. Like you have to actually be in the moment. So I feel like we're kind of locked in on that process, but it's nice to. I'm not saying.
No, yeah, it makes sense.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, adding on to that, we also had like a really cool like interactive like drawing board on the counter. So I think that was like a really good idea that we had. Not for just like people to enjoy, but also to like connect with one another in a way. Um, yeah, I think that brought a lot of people. Um, I just want to add that.
Yeah.
I think that's what really kind of set us up for that event too. Just having different types of creative spaces,
Mm-hmm.
not just in like.
Yeah. I think it's cool that y'all aren't necessarily giving a cafe to the people that are coming, but you're kind of giving them an opportunity, um, to find a new community. Um, like I said, starting with the drinks, um, people are coming. to enjoy something, but also they're given opportunity to listen to music. Even or don't consider themselves like creative. They don't. They probably have. They're in a different field. They're able to connect with that creativity in some way, whether it be y'all starting that business, y'all laying out this paper for people to draw on, um, y'all allowing people to put on their own music, um, and share what interests them. You're allowing people to put themselves into whatever is poetry, and I think y'all explained it really well. And I think it's sick, and I really believe that this is something that will last longer than any of us will honestly believe in or see. Because I mean, every each event that I was able to host for y'all, I was just honestly super excited, and it was crazy seeing what just like someone like me, someone like y'all could do just like within our own minds first, and then bring it up to our friends, and then just can't even think about where it could go outside of that. Like you said, your friend from Fullerton came by and kind of blended with that San Diego kind of environment. And not to say that San Diego is going to be the only stop and then we only want to, bring it back. Because, I mean, in a way we do. San Diego definitely deserves um, a creative recognition, and similar to what we have seen outside of the city, but it goes further than the city, and no, I just think it's cool. I'm just rambling, but I just think it's super cool. But yeah, let's get to the next question. Um, Outside of your business, what businesses do y'all attend to? Like what spots, cafes, what drinks? You don't gotta give out too many of the cheat codes or the nice spots, but if you're gatekeeping, go ahead. What's some of your favorite spots? It could be day life, nightlife.
I have one that I haven't tried yet, but I would love to. Um, Another small business, Cafe Muna. I love to shout them out. Their stuff is very like well done, and they're very inspiring. Whatever they put out there is really amazing to see. Yeah, that's one spot I really
Yeah,
check
we
out.
were able to. Eric and I were able to stop by the other day. I bought a coaster. The drinks were delicious. I had it was a Oreo pulveron cream top, and I've never seen or heard of that before. I'm not too deep into cafe culture. I'm definitely subscribed to it and want to get into it more, but I'm not into too much into coffee either. But I think that was a hit. And then you got the matcha.
I feel like meeting them was also really nice. Cause like I was trying to scout for like other locals, isn't to see like a POC queer business, I guess, in a way. And them being, I don't know, them being very,
I get you.
I don't
I
know,
get you.
like I know I only like met them once and everything, but I already feel like I look up to them. Yeah, and like
You could feel it.
Yeah, the vibe is there.
and I feel like we also take the same inspiration of trying to implement Asian, oh my god, Asian culture into our drinks, like tea and stuff like that. I don't know, just trying to make our drinks stand out, I
Yeah.
guess, in a way. Um, and a local business.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are a local business who have recently started up, so I mean, there's it's not too hard to see yourself in another local business and support even if you're not going to the pop up yourself, just like even reposting it or interacting. It you don't need to come to the cafe pop up or the bar night pop up to show your support. You can be online, and then we will equally, if honestly not more, appreciate that support. Or although you're not here, like we feel it, and it keeps us going. So yeah, that's a great mention. Oh, you,
I really don't know.
what's one of your favorite matcha spots? What's your second favorite matcha spot?
I have another. Another small business is Despertar. They just opened their new location. You can go check them out on Instagram. But they also have very like unique drinks um, that I've tried so many times, and it's still like the best out there. I always go for their. I think it's called. I don't remember, but it has like buko pandan in the
Ooh.
matcha. They also have like a black sesame like rice one, really good.
I like Provecho, and they like have black sesame matcha that I always get that one. It's nice that inside a bit. And also like I worked today in Provecho hoodie, and I thought he was working there. He was just like a fan, but I feel like it's nice to like also because I work at a coffee shop, so I like kind of get like behind the scenes of running or like being a part of a coffee shop. But it's nice like such a hoodie or like the guy long play, just kind of seeing the different people, etc. I also really like it's like in the center of North Park. I feel like they have their whole things very they got it together. But I don't know, I just always go back to it. Not a huge fan of floral matchas, but their lavender matcha is
That one
something
thing.
else.
Yes.
I don't know what they put in it, but
And it's crazy to see like their growth
yeah,
overall. Like
you should not have any. The lines are out the door.
yeah.
And hopefully they can be that for y'all. Hopefully, one day we'll get there.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, also, I like June, which is also park, like a boutique. Would you call it a boutique?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I recently found out their own these sisters, and I think they're known to be like API owned. I feel like I always gravitate towards spaces like that, just because like for me, coming from the Bay Area, I was around POC, coming to San Diego was kind of a culture shock, especially going to state. I wasn't really.
For sure.
Yep. Very big culture shock. So I feel like ever since I came here freshman year, I've been always trying to find like API owned spaces or like I don't know some sort of Asian culture in San Diego, and I think there's a good amount like always. But I didn't know many like we love that they opened it, and they're always really really nice.
Cheers.
Sorry.
All right, so we'll get to the next question. We'll stray away a little bit from the cafe, the matcha coffee, local business support. Never stray away from local business support, by the way. So if you have time, actually, please do continue that. But for the questions, we'll stray away from that for now. And I kind of want to talk about music. That is one half of my brand, SOULAR. And I kind of want to know, what artists are y'all listening to recently?
Recently I've been listening to Q. Um, his new album has just been on repeat for me. A really good one. Also, Destin Conrad has been coming back, so I'm really happy about that. Yes, I'm excited for that. So just listening to his old songs again has been really nice.
Miggy.
Always a good one. I have not.
Bon Iver's album is amazing. I got it.
Is Daniel Caesar?
No, Dijon and Nikki are on Jacob Collier too.
Oh.
Yeah, you should check it out. I got the record 2 days ago, and it came out 2 days before I got the record. I was blown away. It's my favorite project of his so far.
Way home.
Yeah, it's 2 projects in one. The first 3 songs are more reminiscent of his old stuff, which is more sad. And then the last 10 songs of the second project, I guess, they're more happy. They're more happy and upbeat. And I think the general public are fairly liking it. So you should get on that.
Yeah, I've never listened to any of this songs. Let it go.
I've been listening to a lot of Isaiah Falls recently. Joe K's new project. Let's just list off our range real quick. So we got Dijon, Frank Ocean, obviously, but is that considered range now? It's like, I don't know. I look up to Frank Ocean a lot.
All the time. Oh, the Marias.
The Marias, great 2 singles.
I need to see
them.
Matt Champion, I've been really into. Who else? Who? Deb Never. Deb Never. There's a lot of artists. I'm really blanking on them.
I know. I gotta look up my Spotify.
we're really I guess just listing them out. So hopefully we'll get a new poetry playlist. Yeah?
We were talking about it. Yes.
We haven't seen one in a minute.
We were thinking a little after the event. We want to make something for people who don't go to or can't make it to the pop-up. So just a little recap and taste of what the event is about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give you the track IDs, I guess. I could spoil that.
Yeah, it's a little spoil.
I'll be as part of Solar Radio. I don't know if you can see it up there. But I'm gonna be doing 3 different sets, and while in between we're gonna have some intermissions for more drinks and bartending. It's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna play a lot of music. Not necessarily things I would listen to passively. Sometimes, well, more recently, I have definitely been listening to a lot of stuff, but it's gonna be fun.
I think something I appreciate is I'll send random songs to both of them, and they both actually appreciate what I'm sending them, and I always appreciate them sending. Just because I don't want to be tied down music, and I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I get really bored of the music I'm listening to, so new music, and I honestly don't care. Like I'll be listening to like Macy Star, and then boom, Future, and then boom, Daniel Caesar. Like I'll literally go any route. However, I don't really. But that's okay, you know.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, I always like try to. I always try to send songs that I feel like the other person would like, or maybe would be interested in getting into. Like I feel like you also have such a huge music taste. Like I won't lie, I looked at your Spotify playlist and I was like, oh, I've never even heard of these people. I always appreciate that just because like sometimes I get really.
Oh yeah. Recently, I haven't been like listening to anything on Spotify other than mixes on YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm
Like
very,
visual mixes.
yeah. It's,
It's good to know. I've been trying to do
I
more.
know. I feel like I've watched your mixes. I like listen to them. You guys should watch them. But I don't know. I think I haven't just got like into. I don't think anybody has been releasing any good. I don't know. I don't want to say like not good, but it's just not like intriguing me too much.
Mm. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Some seasons they hit.
Yeah.
Seasons. I do think that this upcoming year, but
Oh,
by
yeah.
the time it ends, that we're gonna have a lot of
Oh yeah.
great
Amine.
music. Yeah, I'm excited for Amine.
So excited.
Really excited.
Summer. Oh yeah.
He just dropped a produced album with Lou Phelps.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, that was really good too. So we're just putting y'all on
We love to
right now.
that.
But I guess to close, are there any future plans with poetry?
Honestly, it always comes up randomly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's like plans, like set plans.
Yeah.
I feel like it's based off like availability really and like
Definitely.
just like vibes of like how we're doing as like a business.
Yeah.
And like if we really feel like the motivation, because we don't want it to be like, oh, it's about time of the month, like we
Yeah.
should do this. I think it's like based off like how we feel and if we're ready for another. I don't want to be. I feel like yeah, like rushing ourselves is not like a good idea, especially since we're bringing people into like our space.
Yeah.
So
Be mindful.
yeah.
We're also like students.
Yeah.
So we have other things. Probably a bigger priority. But yeah, it's okay. Like honestly, I'm really grateful that like even though we all have really busy, we still find time to like prepare for the event, plan for the event, actually have the event, do all the promo for it, everything. Like I feel like if you really want to, so I am grateful for that. But yeah, like you said, like I don't feel like rushing ourselves to have one every month or every other month. Which is honestly nice because it's like a wait. Yeah, I mean, we want to continue it as long as we can.
Yeah, and I wanted to add in like my like lifetime goal is very different from this like hobby of mine, which I really appreciate because it brings me out, like it brings my creative side. I do get like lost in like works stuff, so having this little side thing is really fun, and I really appreciate them for bringing out bringing me out to do this stuff with them.
There's no pressure.
Yeah, it's all fun.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, we're just having fun here.
So if I mess up on my set, it's all fun.
Yeah.
Don't get mad.
No one's
We're just
even
having
gonna
fun.
notice.
Exactly.
They're gonna be too drunk.
Or just having fun.
Yes.
Yeah. But with that, that's the notice that we should be wrapping up. Thank y'all for sitting down and talking. Um, y'all had some really wise, beautiful words, and I'm really excited for our next pop up sunsets. It's going to be this Saturday from 8 to 11, or whenever y'all leave, and whenever I'm done playing music. So, yeah, this was first episode of Studio Talk. My name is Eli, and this is Erika and Ana, and we're out.
Woohoo!